thinking of buying or selling a home or condo in Windsor Essex County right now, the latest housing market stats for August 2025 might surprise you, and they could have a big impact on your family's next move. In this update, I'll break down what's happening in simple terms, why it matters to you, and what it means whether you're a family thinking of buying or selling a home. Stick around to the end, and you'll know exactly how to navigate a changing market with confidence. And oh, by the way, if you're considering moving to or within Windsor Essex County, whether it's buying, selling, or relocating, please feel free to reach out to us. Every month we'll help many families just like you make the right informed decision. Below you'll find all our contact information. I'm so excited to help you make your move to or within Windsor Essex County as smooth as possible and stress-free. The Windsor Essex County real estate market has been cooling off a bit, shifting from the red-hot solids market of the past few years into more of a balanced market, even tilting in favor of buyers in some areas. In August, we saw a slower pace overall, with more homes available and slightly fewer buyers competing for them. Here are the key numbers you should know. More homes are being on the market for sale. New listings were up about 13% in August compared to the same month last year. We had over 1,100 homes were listed for sale in our region this month as many families put their homes on the market. Fewer homes sold. Actual home sales were down roughly 7% from last year. Only about 429 homes were sold in August. In other words, many families who are thinking of buying a home has become a bit more cautious, and not every home is flying off the shelf. Roughly 1 in 3 homes listed ended up selling this past month, meaning longer wait times and more competition for sellers. Prices have dipped a bit slightly. The average sale price in Windsor Essex County hovered around the $565,000 in August. That's about a 3.9% decrease compared to last August. On average, a small drop. Year-to-date prices are essentially flat, down less than 0.5%. So home values aren't crashing, but they have softened a bit from the peak we saw previously, especially in 2021-22. With rising inventory, with fewer sales and more listings, housing inventory has grown. Basically means that buyers have more choices and more leverage now than they did about a year ago, and especially 2021-22. Overall, these stats suggest that the market has cooled off to more of a balanced or buyer leaning state. It is a very noticeable change if you remember the frenzy bidding wars of a couple of years back. What does this actually mean for you and your family? Let's break it out. If your family thinking of buying a home in Windsor Essex County, good news. You have opportunities now that you haven't had around for a while. If your family has been looking to buy a home, the recent trends are working in your favor. Here's what the August market means for you as a buyer or a family looking to buy. More choices. We're listing up over 13%. There are many more homes to choose from. You might actually find a house that checks all of your boxes instead of feeling pressured to grab whatever is available. Less competition. Sales dropping 7% means fewer buyers competing for the same home. Bidding wars are less common right now, so you might not have to race against 10 other offers on the same day as previously in the past. Better deals maybe. Price have softened by a few percent, so while homes are still a big investment, you could pay a bit less than you could have paid last year for a similar property. Some homeowners who are selling are also more open to negotiation. With the market balance shifting, you can negotiate on price or condition more confidently. You have more leverage when there isn't a line of buyers behind you, meaning you're not competing with everybody for this particular home. More time to decide. In the past, houses sold in a snap. Now with more inventory and cautious buyer behavior, you often have a bit more time to think before putting in an offer. You can do an inspection, a mortgage financing condition, review the conditions, make sure it's the right home for you without feeling quite as rushed as before. Personally, I feel this is a good sign for you as a buyer. After many years of a frantic market, this is one of the most buyer-friendly environment we've seen in a long time. It's not a total buyer's paradise. You still need to be mortgage ready, do your homework, but you do definitely have more control and less stress than buyers did during the pandemic boom. What should you do if you're looking to buy? Use this time to your advantage. Get pre-approved for your mortgage so you know your budget. Take the time to shop around. Don't be afraid to negotiate or include conditions that protect you and your family, like a home inspection, a mortgage financing condition, as well as a house to sell condition if need be. The current market is giving you a chance to do that. Enjoy the breathing room, but still be prepared. The best home, especially the one in a great neighborhood or move-in ready condition, can still attract a lot of interest. The key is you have a better shot now at landing a home you love without overpaying or rushing, which is a huge win for you as a buyer. And for those family who are thinking of selling your home, the market is still moving, but it's definitely not the lightning fast seller market a couple of years ago. Homes are still selling, just with a different strategy now. Here's what the August 2025 market means for you as a homeowner thinking of selling your home. Price it right. With buyers having more options, pricing your home realistically is absolutely crucial. Overpriced homes are now sitting on the market longer because today's buyers are well informed and won't overpay. To attract offers, look at a recent sale in your neighborhood. This will be provided by your realtor, and consider pricing competitively from the start. A well-priced home will get attention even in a slow market. Make it shine. Since buyers can pick from more listings, make sure your home stand out. Presentation matters more than ever. This means decluttering, staging, and taking care of any quick fixes or updates before listing. A clean move-in ready home in a good location still have a great chance of selling fast. Think of it like this. You want your home to be the obvious choice among the many listings a buyer will see in today's market. Now, you have to be patient and realistic in your expectations. In the current market, homes are taking longer to sell on average. It is normal now for houses to sit for a few weeks or even a couple of months. Don't panic if your home doesn't get snapped up in the first week. Be ready to adjust. If buyers give feedback or if similar homes are dropping their prices, you might need to adapt your strategy. Remember, this isn't 2021 or 2022 anymore. Be patient and stay flexible with your timeline and expectations. Be open to negotiation. With more inventory out there, buyers may come in with conditional offers or below asking prices. We're prepared to negotiate on price or terms. Getting an offer is the first step from there. Work with a buyer to find common ground. And in this market, a bit of a more compromise can make the difference between a sale of your home or it staying on the market longer or even not selling. Make sure you understand your local market. Real estate is local. Certain neighborhoods or price ranges in Windsor Essex County might still be pretty active, while others are slower. Talk to a local real estate professional about what's happening specifically in your neighborhood and the segment that you're in. If your family homes in your town are in demand, you might sell quicker. If you're selling a condo and there's a 9-month inventory of condos, it might take a bit longer. Knowing the specific help you set the right game plan. And for homeowners who are thinking of selling a home, the bottom line is that you have to approach the market differently now. Days of putting a sign on the lawn and getting 10 offers by evening are pretty gone. However, homes are still selling every day. In fact, as long as they're priced well, marketed well, and they're turnkey moving ready, and it shows well. Focus on the things that you can control: price, presentation, and patience. Work with your agent on a strong marketing plan, professional photos, online listings, maybe even virtual tours or an open house to get as many as possible eyes on your property, and this will hopefully get the price and terms that you like. And most importantly, don't be discouraged. Even though it's a cooler market, people still need homes, and your buyer is out there. It just might take a little bit more time and strategy to find them in 2025 markets climate. Here's my final thoughts. As we head into the fall, there's a good chance that the market might pick up a bit again. Early fall often brings out buyers who took the summer off, and many families might want to move before the winter holidays. Also, we should keep an eye on the interest rates. The Bank of Canada next rate announcement is mid-September, and if they lower the rates and signal good news, we could see a boost in the buyer confidence later this year. What this means is that improved affordability might happen, especially with lower rates. Families could afford homes that they couldn't afford when the rates were higher, and you may have a lot of family comes into the market. Will that bump prices up? Possibly a little bit, yes. So now, in my opinion, and my thoughts are, now is a good time to get into the market because you have less competition and you're not gonna have to pay an arm and a leg or sell your firstborn as compared to when the market warms up. For now, the key takeaway is this: Windsor Essex County have shifted from a strong seller's market to a much more balanced market, even favoring buyers in many ways. If you're buying, you might find the best conditions we've seen in many years to get a home on your terms. If you're selling, you can still absolutely get a great result. It just requires a smart approach and the right expectations and patience. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I hope you found this update helpful and now have a clearer idea of what these market changes mean for you as a family. Every family's situation is unique, so if you have any questions about your next move, whether it's buying your first home or selling one you've outgrown, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help you navigate this market and make the best decision for you and your family. If you find value in this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more local real estate insight. And as always, reach out anytime if you need some friendly advice on buying or selling a home or condo in Windsor Essex County. I'm here to help you, and I love talking about this stuff. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next update. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Have a great month. I'll see you soon. Bye now.